This is going to be a response to a video request, a little lesson on changing chords, because I've showed several chords, and you might say one commenter on the live stream, the last one, wrote about finger pain, and another individual wrote about changing chords, and the two things go together. Because when you're starting out and you're doing your chords, you might think, ow, my fingers hurt, this is the hard part. But actually making the chords and strumming them and getting the notes, in the grand scheme of things, is the easy part. The hard part is efficiently changing chords, doing it in time, and making the whole thing flow within the context of playing music. So I'm going to show you in this video about changing chords. This won't be too long, it's going to be straight to the point with several of the chords that we've covered so far. And so before trying to go as fast as humanly possible, there's a certain thing to think about. That is, to get a nice sounding note with clarity, you just push down as hard as you need to, not pressing down so hard that you cause an injury to yourself, because believe you me, it can happen on this instrument, especially on the acoustic guitar. You can seriously hurt yourself by pushing down harder than you need to. And so first change you can think about is going from the D to the E. Now notice what I did there. I didn't completely jump off the fretboard. This finger here, first finger, stayed down the entire time. How did I do that? Well, I had the D, and I slid down towards the nut, and now suddenly you have the E chord, okay? Slow motion, D, just like this, slide on the third string. These two fingers get applied at the same time, and then we have E. And you might even like to try that yourself. Play the D chord, slide. Okay, now what if you don't have the luxury of having that D chord? Because the way I showed you the A is like the quintessential way of playing the A. So that would involve simply jumping backwards. So you notice the thumb is almost your anchor point for this chord, the thumb. Your anchor finger, even though it's the thumb. Okay, jump. That would be going D to A. Notice when we did D to E, we had one finger that never left the fretboard, so that's 1 point. Going D to A, they all slightly jump off and form into position. All right. Now going from A to D, you jump off a little bit and you form back into position. So there's different combinations you need to practice. D to E, practice that one first. Going D to A, jump back. Okay, so the chords we were talking about are A, D, and E basically. So how about going from A to E? Move like this. I'm trying to show you it's very important that you recognize the similarities. So these fingers, middle two fingers, move towards the ceiling, fall into position. Because in the past you might be convinced that you take all the fingers off when going D to E, and that's okay, but I'm showing you that that's not required. You simply slide towards the nut like this, and having that finger there gives you a nice reference point. You're not going to always have that though. I'm trying to show you that you may not always have that, to where sometimes you do have to lift them all off, because this is the fundamental way of playing A. There's more ways of doing it. Just keep it on. Okay. How about from going A to E? Well, first finger Goes on the G string, and then you have the second and third finger here, falling into position. Practice, but when the point is that whenever you can use that finger, that one finger that never leaves the string, to your advantage, do that.